there, Scorpio. Welcome to your April 2024 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. I almost said March. I don't know if you heard me go. Um, so in April, I do have a separate astrological reading for your sign, so you can check out my channel if you're interested. But I just wanted to point out that you're having a full moon in your sign on April 23rd. So at the time of every full moon, the sun is in the opposite sign, in the opposite house. So that is, this is a general uh, forecast. I'm not doing an astrological forecast, but just even that. So I'm saying it's in your seventh house, might be in your sixth house, but it could be in this relationship sector for you. And that could indicate things about yourself that you are dropping or changing or realizing to make space for a better future. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my goodness. Well, that's nice. That's a good card. I've been having these pretty intense things lately. That's why I'm relieved, because with Scorpio, you never know. I'm picking a couple of additional cards. Okay. Well, that kind of confuses me, to tell you the truth. Because this is the thing. The heart of the matter is the Sun card, which is like every positive thing. So love, creativity, prosperity, healing, joy, children, success in your life. Now, I suppose you could say that you're calling it in, that you're like, you know what, I deserve this. And that's what you're doing. And maybe that is what you're doing, that you're kind of like, enough is enough. I have suffered enough. I am deserving of abundance. I'm deserving of love, all of that. So it could be either one of those things. Either you are in love, or you're realizing that you deserve more money than what you're making, or you deserve to be treated, in a loving way by your partner. In the past position, we have the King of Cups. Some of you may have gone into therapy to learn about this, or to a healer. This card apparently is connected to Pisces, but all of the water energy can be involved, I think, to one degree or another. So Cancer, another Scorpio, or a Pisces. So who knows? Maybe this is a person that you have met that you feel a strong connection to. Maybe this is who you're in love with. But I'll tell you that a Scorpio person tends to be very, I'm not going to say the word loyal, because I don't think the vibe is like loyalty per se. What I mean by that is, yes, it may look like loyalty, but I think it's more like karma, the karma fairy, that you're like keeping at bay. Because I honestly feel that people who are Scorpios are people who don't believe in doing to others that they wouldn't want done to them. So the golden rule, which we could look at as the law of cause and effect, that you're well aware of that, and you don't want to do anything to jeopardize yourself because of that. So is that loyalty, or is that fear of repercussions? That's a real thing to ponder, I guess. So maybe you have this person that you're interested in, but you don't quite know what to do with that, because if you're like, for instance, if you are already with someone. The higher message is the Knight of Wands. This is the spiritual message. You see the horse in the background. This card is connected to Sagittarius. I connected to whatchamacallit, Aries. That's the sign I connected to. But no matter which sign it is, the bottom line is that this is freedom loving energy. So if let's say that you're in a relationship with someone and it, or even if you're, I guess it doesn't have to be that you are technically, you know, in a maybe you're separated, or I would think, especially with a separation, or if it's not like a legal marriage and so you kind of like either living together, not living together. The thing is like, if you're not with that person, it's like, why would you go jump right back into another emotional connection with someone? Well, because you are a water sign and that's how you roll. And also, if your sun in Scorpio, you may very well have inner planets in Libra, and like you might have Venus in Libra, you just, Mars in Libra, you feel like you're supposed to be with someone. But the thing is that the Knight of Wands may be like having some kind of downtime in between relationships so that you can assimilate what you've learned in that past relationship, not just kind of go from one thing to the other. I mean, that's just one possibility. But the bottom line is, freedom isn't just so that you can do whatever you want when you want. It's also so that you learn about yourself without the input. When you're in a, you know, one-on-one relationship like that, where you live under the same roof, especially, it gets very, the lines get very blurred. You know, what that other person wants, you may sometimes think that that's what you want. And you, because you want to make that person happy, you may even convince yourself of something like that. But it's not really like that. It's funny that I said that, because I got the Nine of Wands, which is about boundaries. What crosses you is the Four of Swords. This is kind of exactly what I was saying, is the Four of Swords can be about taking a breather. Swords relate to your thoughts, maybe even communication, so that you are in this process of resting or withdrawing from the world, and that you can get your thoughts in order. Sometimes this is even getting your body in order. Maybe you need to kind of like rest up after a very stressful situation that you found yourself in. And so going right back into the fray isn't necessarily the best course of action to take. And it's interesting because the card I got for what's coming in, the energy coming in, is the Hangman. This is this kind of a holding, I always say holding period, a waiting period, a transition, a transitionary period between one phase in your life and another. And so what I'm trying to say is that it may not be a time when this is like something that is very a good thing for you to take on, because it might be much better for you to focus on um, accepting this. I mean, first of all, right now, if this is something that's currently happening, we're going to be having a Mercury retrograde starting on April 1st. And then we have the eclipses, and you have your full moon. I said eclipses. Actually, the one that is in April is in Aries. And for you, um, Aries is your house of work, the sixth house. But the one that we had in late March, I mean, that just happened. And that was in your 12th house, Scorpio. So that could be very karmic in nature. And I really feel like for some Scorpios, you may feel like you are released from a soul contract, meaning that a karmic relationship that you thought you had to endure is the best way I can put it, but really you didn't have to, okay? Or you no longer have to. So the hangman can be the kind of fallout from these events that are very, you know, there's a lot going on with these events. So it's very important not to be so eager to start something new if you've just ended something, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the outcome card is the Nine of Wands. This can be a card of boundaries that you have erected. And these can be erected to like let people know, okay, this is my stance. This is what I'm willing to accept in life. And that can be for any, for a new person, but even for yourself, that you have to say, look, I'm not going to be in a relationship for the next 6 months. And I'm going to spend a lot of downtime, a lot of alone time. I want to get a lot of rest. I want to, maybe I want to take a social media detox, get away from the drama, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to decompress from. So I just picked another card because, that's a very guarded card. So I wanted to pick another card, and this is the Ten of Wands. This is kind of like maybe you're going to be working a lot in your job. And so this is really to watch out for, because that can relate. This is a challenge card, is like you're not doing that. You're not resting. The Ten of Wands can indicate burnout is possible. So maybe that's where your boundaries need to be, like, I can't do this. Even if you're experiencing success with your work, Scorpio, to be able to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not going to allow myself to tax my energy that much. So I did pick an additional card, and I got the Two of Cups. This is a card of either reuniting with someone. So maybe, is this King of Cups? Is this someone who was the one that got away? This can be a card of, making peace with someone. So forgiveness of someone, which is really, I think with Scorpio, this is something that you're always working with, is the issue of forgiveness, because I think Scorpios can have that issue come up for them. And the great thing about that, about forgiveness, is that the person is coming from a place of the higher vibration. Also, being the bigger person and not getting caught up in any kind of resentments that can hold you back and keep you from the love that you deserve and that is really meant for you. You know, you have Jupiter in the seventh house of committed partnership. So that's very fortunate. As a matter of fact, in April, there will be an alignment of Uranus and Jupiter. They will be in conjunction. And that could be that once in a lifetime person. Maybe, I'm not saying because this is the commitment phase, but that relationship caliber person coming into your life, maybe re-entering your life. So keep that in mind. I mean, it's the energy might even be present now. They might be close enough now for it to, be a thing, but it's definitely going to be exact around the 20th of April. Another thing that the Two of Cups can relate to is commitment. So if you, I think this would be the least likely scenario, but I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. But maybe if like you have been separated and you've been having relationship issues and you go to counseling, you go to a marriage counselor, and that's what the King of Cups represents, or a spiritual advisor, you may decide that your marriage is worth saving. The Sun is about your success and about positivity. It's possible that sometimes if you have a partner who is not experiencing that, then they may act up in a way that makes you think, oh, this person isn't on my side. But it's really because it's bringing up some inadequacies within themselves. And it's not necessarily 100% of the time that they are trying to be unsupportive of you. Sometimes it's just because they're going through some things. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading with me, I'm promoting my double astrology readings called my deep dive readings, an hour natal chart analysis, and an hour of transits for the upcoming 12 months for a special price. And I have other readings as well, love, career. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thanks for watching.